We've been thinking about Madison Square Garden, 2019, Andy Ruiz toppling a giant to become unified heavyweight champion. Thinking about Andy's next fight, another giant, Damian Knyba, 86-inch reach to 74-inch reach. How's little Andy gonna deal with that? Let's get into it. Damian Knyba, the Polish heavyweight, has a reach of 86 inches. This is the longest reach in boxing today. Ruiz is not necessarily a small heavyweight, often weighing in over the 250 mark. He is plenty strong and powerful, but he is a very short heavyweight, blessed with excellent technique, regarded as having the fastest hands in the division until Moses Itauma appeared on the scene. There are two distinct paths to hurting Knyba that we see for Ruiz, and these are nicely captured in his bout against the Cuban Luis Ortiz. We see the longer Ortiz pawing with the jab here. He's probing for an opening to throw his backhand. Ruiz stays in range and with subtle head movement catches Ortiz as he comes in with a heavier shot. Later in the same fight we see Ruiz use those fast hands to get inside. From a chest to chest range he throws a crafty overhand shot that scrambles the Cuban's brain. Now of course reach ain't everything. Just ask 10 and 18 Julius Long. Man had the longest reach in boxing history at 90 inches. But employed well, a long reach has afforded many champions great success. Take Lennox Lewis or Tyson Fury, Sonny Liston or Larry Holmes. The thing with Knyba is we haven't really seen if he can use that reach properly. He's only fought one world level opponent previously, Agit Kabayel, who stopped him in 3. But the first round of that fight provided a window into his potential upside. He used his reach superbly, poking with the jab, framing off, finding space and time to use long uppercuts to stand the shorter Kabayel up. Was lucky enough to be in the crowd at this one, and we felt Knyba took the first on the night, keeping Kabayel off him successfully and landing a handful of clean blows. It was not a landslide, but there were many small positive indications. Knyba unravelled in the following 2 rounds before being stopped on his feet, perhaps a little hastily, albeit the direction of travel was clear. The balance of his opponents are barely recognisable. American journeyman, maybe the standout is Joey DeWaco. On the come-up against that class of opposition, Knyba often looked impressive. He showed a deft use of the jab and an educated lead hand in general. He's always looking to set up the power straight or uppercut. These are simple but effective methods when employed well. But will it be enough to unsettle Andy Ruiz? It will have been 2 years and 1 month out of the ring by the time Ruiz makes the walk. Just his 4th fight since the Joshua rematch in 2019. A fully fit, focused and prepared Ruiz would have far too much for Knyba. But we just don't know if that's what we're going to get. Is it going to be pizza or protein bars? The guy who turned up in the AJ rematch, he might well get jabbed to a UD by Knyba. The reach disparity between the pair makes this fight predictable. Knyba will look to fight long, Ruiz will look to fight short. Quite likely Knyba can have early success. What we don't know is if he can show greater staying power than against Kabayel. Ruiz is powerful and doesn't need an invitation. Even a momentary lapse in concentration can be fatal. Ruiz is working with Manny Robles again, his coach for the first Joshua fight. Robles is highly respected for teaching fundamental technique and instilling strict discipline. This could increase the likelihood that we see an in-shape Ruiz enter the ring. If Ruiz does arrive out of shape or slow of foot, we might be in for a boring night. In the rematch, Joshua fought tentatively, staying long behind his jab and refusing to even contemplate pocket exchanges. An unfit Ruiz was unable to get close enough to impact the fight. Knyba's team will undoubtedly be studying that fight closely. For Ruiz there is perhaps less study and more sweat required. If Andy is fit and fresh enough to fight at a good pace, he could make a short night of it. Eddie Hearn is making a bet here because Ruiz don't come cheap, and the potential payoff, a 3rd fight with Joshua, maybe 18 months down the line. What do you think? Is there enough left in Andy Ruiz for another run at the top end of boxing? Or will he disappear after this for another long layoff? Would you have any interest in seeing Ruiz Joshua 3, assuming Andy puts a few wins together? Stay safe. Remember, pizza and Snickers bars are not a champion's diet.